Happy Easter 2021. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins. Welcome to Boss Up Goddess. I'm here today to provide a special, inspiring message about Easter and the message of resurrection. This is a non denominational message because the Jesus that I know and love is non denominational and loves everybody. So, my message to you is spiritual, not religious, although it is Easter, which marks and celebrates the resurrection of Jesus when he rose from the dead. So, I have a very important message for you. Here on my show, I talk about how to boss up goddess. That means being your most powerful self in mind, body, and spirit. Well, in order to do that, we have to resurrect parts of ourselves that may have died symbolically. That can mean hope in certain dreams we've had in our lives. That can mean belief in ourselves to achieve something that hasn't come to fruition yet. Whatever it is, I want to share with you a message about the power that we all have to harness this spiritual energy to resurrect the parts of ourselves that may have metaphorically died. That again can be dreams, hope, and all kinds of other things. So, I want to talk with you first about how to identify what parts of you might feel that have died. So, for example, I have lots of dreams and I've had them for decades, and some of them still have not come to reality. And so it would be easy to give up and let those dreams die. And probably at times I did, but then I resurrected them. So I want to share with you a method that you can use to resurrect your dead dreams or dying hope that something that you really want will ever happen. So, what you need to do is take out a pen and paper. Writing is a very powerful tool to help you manifest and revive ideas, hopes, wishes, dreams. And so, what you do is you identify in great detail what it is that you feel has died inside, or the dream that has died, or the hope that you've given up on. Write out what it is in its most glorious state. And then identify what it was that made you stop believing or allowed that dream to die. Was it a situation? Was it time? Was it resources? Was it another person? What was it? Okay, write that out. And then write out, what do you need to do to bring it back to life? What can you do to resurrect your dreams? What can you do to revive your hope in achieving a certain thing? Now, it hasn't happened yet, and it literally died metaphorically because we gave up hope or we stopped believing in the dream. But you can make it happen. Anything is possible, especially when we harness the tremendous spiritual power that makes miracles happen. Jesus' resurrection was an absolute miracle, and we all have that power. He said, "You shall do greater works than me." So, one way to tap into this powerful miracle making energy from the spirit realm is to meditate. Meditation is one of the most magical, powerful things you can do. I learned how to meditate more than 10 years ago, and it transformed my mind, body, and spirit. And I lead a guided meditation every Wednesday evening. I could put the link here for you to register if you'd like to join me this Wednesday. But meditation is a way for you to tap into the universal field of knowledge that enables you to know things in a psychic way. And the more you flex that muscle, just like when you go to the gym and you work out or you work out with dumbbells or do push ups, you get stronger and stronger. The more you flex your meditation muscle, the more clear and strong the frequency becomes for you to connect to the divine. It works exactly like your cell phone. You trust that your cell phone is going to connect you to people and information everywhere wirelessly. And it does. All you have to do is push some buttons and pay your bill, of course. Well, that means there are frequencies in the air, Wi-Fi, and the frequencies that enable us to connect and carry our voices and information um, with no wires around the world. That's amazing. So humans are the same. We are built with something called intuition. That's your divine voice within, your inner voice. I call it your divine voice within because it's connected to spirit. And depending on your spiritual beliefs, you may believe that is the voice of God, source, creator, spirit, or your inner voice. It doesn't matter what your spiritual beliefs are. So when you meditate, you clear the energy around your body that creates a stronger frequency to connect to this spirit, source, creator, God, inner voice, so that it amplifies that voice, that intuition, God, spirit, source, whatever you attribute it to, and you can hear more clearly. And when you meditate and clear your energy on a daily basis, it connects you to create two-way communication with the divine. And that provides you guidance that's inexplicable. Just last week, I had some experiences that were so psychic, I didn't tell anybody about them because it would sound surreal. Um, but it is. But it is real. It's real, and you get this guidance that protects you and your loved ones. And so if you'd like to join me on Wednesday evenings at 8 o'clock Eastern Time for free on Zoom, I'd be delighted to guide you through the breathing exercises, the energy cleanse, the chakra clearing, and the guided meditation to connect with spirit. Everybody finds it so relaxing. They just want to turn off their device afterwards and go to sleep. And people from all over the country join. In fact, last week we had a wonderful laugh because one of the participants who lives in San Francisco, she was on with her cat, and her cat was asleep on her shoulder after the meditation. So it was really sweet because the cat's expression was just pure peace. And that's the feeling I want you to have. So, in addition to relaxing, meditation enables you to connect with this energy and this knowing and this knowledge that enables you to resurrect the parts of yourself that may have died, your dreams, certain feelings, that excitement you might have once felt about people, places, or things. In fact, if you go to the page where my book, Boss Up Goddess, is on pre-order on the twosisterswriting.com website in our book, in our store, the description for the book actually asks readers who are contemplating purchasing it, do you feel like a part of you is dying inside? And so that message is so real because a lot of times with time, disappointment, trauma, tragedy, things can happen, and we allow parts of ourselves that were once so joyous to die inside. Now, I want you to take the energy and the inspiration of today, Easter, Resurrection Day, to commit to reviving, to resurrecting those dreams, those hopes, whatever it is inside of you. And again, use these tools. So I was talking about the power of meditation, because what happens with meditation is when you get still and silent, and you can do it in solitude or in a group, oftentimes when you're in a group, the frequency is all the more powerful because you're all doing this collectively. You can ask, how can I resurrect my dream to do XYZ? How can I fill myself with hope and belief yet again to pursue this particular accomplishment that I want to make in my life? And you will get guidance. It will come to you maybe as a vision, as an image, like a picture, maybe as words you might hear, you might just know, you might feel a sort of impression on your spirit that you can't explain. And you can discern whether it's your imagination or spirit or whatever source you're going to attribute this to, whether it's your inner voice, because the information comes in faster than you can think with your thinking mind. It is mind blowing. It happens all the time, and you can trust it because your intuition is your sixth sense. We're born with it, but we're taught to only trust the other five senses, what we can see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. See, hear, touch, taste, and smell, right? Five. And your sixth sense is your intuition. And you heighten your intuition when you meditate. I'm telling you from experience, it will blow your mind. And what it does is it builds your faith. It builds your faith in yourself. It builds your faith in fate. It builds your faith in your ability to manifest your dreams, dreams that may have died, dreams that you are going to decide today to resurrect. Some of the best dreams take a long time. Some people try for many years to have a baby. Some people work for decades to build their career to a point where they reach the financial abundance that they had been seeking, or the influence on the world that they were hoping to have. Or, a large weight loss can take a year or more. Writing a book can take years. Big things, big dreams can take a long time. And on that journey, when we get derailed, distracted, devastated by certain life events, it's easy to give up, to let those dreams die. But we have the power, and we can follow the inspirational message of today, the resurrection day for Jesus, this all loving, caring being who's accessible to all of us in meditation as well. Because when you connect with spirit, you can communicate with angels, ancestors, ascended masters such as Jesus, Buddha, Yogananda, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary. It gives you such tremendous comfort. If you watched my Christmas special, I talked about how the night before on Christmas Eve, I had a tremendously amazing experience where the comfort of Jesus overwhelmed me. All you have to do is ask. In your mind, you call out to these divine, loving beings, and you'll feel angel wings wrap around you. You'll feel the presence of Jesus. And Jesus, I know Jewish people who love Jesus. I know Indian people, Hindu people who love Jesus. It's not about all the labels and divisions and all this. No, it's about love. It's about peace. And so I want you to feel that. I want you to feel that peace. And at the same time, I want you to feel the thrill, the exuberation of your dreams being resurrected today. It's especially important to say this today because the coronavirus pandemic has really been difficult for the past year for many people. Grief, loss, isolation, depression, anxiety, all kinds of issues, financial challenges, the stress of it all. So it's super easy to allow dreams and hopes to die in the midst of that. And so that's why it's so important to decide today that yes, today is the time that I am going to resurrect my hopes, dreams, wishes, desires. And you can do that through meditation. Another thing you can do is to get help. There are amazing coaches out there for anything that you need: a life coach, a business coach, a health coach, a wellness coach, a spiritual coach, whatever you need. Get a referral so that it's someone you trust and knows that has a uh, track record of really getting results. Work with a coach. Coaches are amazing. Now, you might be saying, well, why should I pay somebody to do what I already know what I need to do? Well, have you done it yet? And secondly, coaches have this ability to see your blind spots. They can see patterns, habits, mistakes that you make that are stopping you from continuing to believe in that dream, that hope, that wish, that desire. So, working with a coach can help you. A therapist can also help you if you have any psychological blocks to achieving that dream or keeping that dream alive. I'm a book coach, and a lot of times when I'm coaching people, their procrastination or the reason they haven't yet finished their book is not even about writing. It's about some block that they have that's emotional, connected to the story they're telling. And immersing in the story is just too painful, too traumatic, and they never get it done. But they think, oh, I just have writer's block, or oh, I just don't have the patience to sit down and do the writing. No, there's something deeper. And until that's resolved, the book will not get written and published. So think about, as you're doing the writing exercise, about the dreams, the hopes, the wishes, the desires that you want to resurrect starting now. Think about what blocks you might have and think about what type of assistance you can get today or this week from a coach, a therapist, a mentor, a trusted person who might have the wisdom to guide you to achieve what you need. You also might need some kind of advocate, like an agent, whatever the dream is. When you resurrect that dream, find the representation that you need, even if you've gotten all kinds of rejections in the past. Believe me, I've been there, and it's devastating because you create this wonderful project and you want people to believe in it, and they keep saying, no thanks, I pass. It's really difficult, and that can cause a dream to die. Today, Easter Sunday, 2021, April 4th, is a time for all of us to resurrect our dreams, believe that we can achieve them, and use the inspiration of Jesus's resurrection today to make your dreams come to life. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and here on Boss Up Goddess, my mission is to help you live bigger, better, and bolder. So, thank you for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment on what your dream is, and maybe we can all put some positive energy on it to help you achieve it. Meanwhile, remember, Boss Up Goddess, you have the power. I'll see you next time.